Okay, so let's start with this great book that we have here. How to stubbornly refuse to make yourself miserable about anything. Yes, anything. This is one of Albert Ellis' best self-help books on rational emotive behaviors therapy. I really recommend you to read it because it has many tips and exercises that helps you to identify your irrational thoughts and understand the REBT method. Well, first of all, we must introduce his ABC model, which is the root of the REBT method. His model says that A. Something happens, B. You have a belief on that situation, C. You have an emotional reaction. Let's have an example. Imagine that you are walking in the street and suddenly there's a dog barking at you. What's happened? Maybe you have a belief that the situation that the dog can attack you. And then you have an emotional reaction. What is the emotional reaction? Well, in this case, could be fear. Is this emotional reaction real? I mean, is based on a rational belief or not? Of course not. But what does it mean, irrational belief? And what is an irrational behavior? Ellis describes more than one. Well, the two most important are the idea that it's horrible when things are not the way we like them to be. The idea that we must have certain and perfect control over things. For example, imagine that your girlfriend wants to split up with you and you get depressed. What would be your irrational belief? Maybe that you cannot live without your girlfriend. The great first lesson that we can learn in this book is that we all are scientists. There seems no difference in mind of an ordinary people and a man of science. Only the thing that differs is the degree of reasoning. So what I mean that everybody can use the scientific mind. For example, you know that if you save money, you can buy a car. So you start saving money because inside you know that it is certainly true. If you save money, you can have a total amount that you can use to buy the car. This scientific method can also be used for your anxiety or depression. Coming back for the previous example, imagine that you feel depressed because you think that you cannot live without your girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. You should use your scientific mindset to better understand that it's an irrational belief. Another great lesson that Alice teaches is that we all born suggestible. Think about the placebo effect. Do you remember the last time you took an aspirin? Do you remember that feeling of relief as soon as you swallowed the pill? Could you sense the drug move immediately to your head to relieve the pain? Well, that's just one problem. Pain relievers take an average of 20 minutes to kick in. So what does it mean? That is a suggestion that you have in your mind. Well, think about the advertisement. Maybe you're at home wondering what you could have for dinner, and then a pizza commercial comes on, and it gives you the idea to have a pizza, and you call the pizzeria and you order one. Alice asks, are you choosing your belief or just reacting at the external world? Think about it. The third lesson is about creating an attack plan for your anxiety. We must say that this therapy has its core idea that the cause of the problem is now, and not what happened in the past. The problem is that we are using the same irrational belief which causes anxiety when we had the trigger situation. To fight against your irrational thoughts, you must, first of all, believe that they are irrational, and second, create a rational thought to fight against them.
Created using Powtoon.